Hello everyone, this is Rahimi. Welcome to the Practical English brand. In this video, I'll be explaining the semi-auxiliaries have to, has to, had to, and will have to. According to grammar, these words are called semi-auxiliary verbs. We use them when we talk about obligations. When we talk about present obligations, we use have to and has to. When we talk about obligations in the past, we use had to. And when we talk about obligations in the future, we use will have to. Let's begin with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So have to. Keep in mind that the semi-auxiliary verb have to is used with these subjects, I, you, we, they, or a plural noun. For example, the students, the boys, the girls, or two people, Mike and Tom, Kamal and Jamal. And then plus have to, then plus main verb in base form. Main verb, which shows the action or state related to the subject, always comes in base form. Don't forget this. Here are some examples. Affirmative, we have to study hard tonight. Look, subject, have to, and study. The main verb comes in base form. We have to study hard tonight. So it's our obligation to study hard tonight because we have an exam tomorrow, for example. And if you want to make a negative sentence, use the auxiliary don't, the principal auxiliary don't in negative form, and then have to, and then main verb in base form. We don't have to study hard tonight. And if you want to make a yes/no question, use do, the principal auxiliary do, at the beginning, and then subject, and then have to. Do we have to study hard tonight? Yes/no question. Yes, we do. No, we don't. That could be a short answer. And if you want to make a negative interrogative sentence, don't we have to study hard tonight? This is the short form, which is very common in daily English, but you can also use the complete form. Do we not have to study hard tonight? That's also possible, but it's more common. And then information question, why do we have to study hard tonight? So WH question, word, then do, then subject, then have to, then main verb in base form. And now when you use has to, this form is used with the third person singular subjects. He, she, it, or a singular noun. For example, the girl, the boy, the student, or a proper noun, Jamal, Kamal, just one person. Plus has to, plus main verb again in base form. Look at these examples. She has to clean the kitchen. But if you want to change it to negative, again, you need the principal auxiliary does. Here is negative sentence, so it is a negative form, doesn't. And then you change has to again to have to, because after principal auxiliary do and does, we need base form, and base form is have to. So she doesn't have to clean the kitchen. Even if your subject is third person singular, he, she, it, you do not say she doesn't has to. Okay, you change has to have to. I hope it's clear. And if you want to make yes no question, does she have to clean the kitchen? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. That could be a short answer. Doesn't she have to clean the kitchen? Negative interrogative. When does she have to clean the kitchen? Information question. Now had to. All subjects plus had to plus verb. There is no difference. Like, when we talk about present obligation, we use has to with third person singular subject, he, she, it, or a singular noun, and we use have to with the rest of the subjects. But had to is used with all subjects. I, we, you, he, she, it, we, they, with all of them. Singular noun, plural noun, whatever. And now look at these examples. The government had to enforce the lockdown. The government had to enforce the lockdown. It was the obligation of the government to enforce the lockdown. So we talk about a sort of obligation in the past. And if you want to change it to negative form, didn't, and then change had to have to. Again, okay, in negative form or in interrogative form, you should change the past form had to have to. And you should bring it after did or didn't. Okay, so the government didn't have to enforce the lockdown. Or did the government have to enforce the lockdown? Yes, it did. No, it didn't. That could be a short answer. Didn't the government have to enforce the lockdown? Negative interrogative. Or WH question, why did the government have to enforce the lockdown? Now we move to will have to. You can also talk about your future obligation, or I mean, you can talk about obligations in the future time. So the same thing, all subjects plus will have to plus verb base form. There is no difference. You can use all subjects with will have to. Look at these examples. I mean, the first example, I mean, affirmative sentence, they will have to postpone the meeting. And if you want to make negative sentence, they will not have to postpone the meeting. And interrogative, will they have to postpone the meeting? Yes, they will. No, they won't. That could be a short answer. Won't they have to postpone the meeting? Negative interrogative. And why will they have to postpone the meeting? Information questions. I hope you learned how to use the semi-auxiliary verbs in your daily spoken and written English correctly. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Bye-bye.